Jai Shiva. So one of the seeker has asked me to explain what is meant by being in the present moment. Okay. And why everybody just keeps talking about be in the present moment, be in the now and this and that. First of all, internet is full of advices, lot of advices. But you need to understand that not all advices are applicable to everybody. Okay? There's no such thing that everything applies on everybody. So everybody has to do it. No. Be present or be in the now or, you know, be the awareness that you are. That is being said for those people who have an over functional and worrying kind of a mind. So you see, all the time they go on worrying about what will happen in the future, what will happen tomorrow, what all happened in the past. So they are just still keep on, just thinking about it all the time. They have the money and they have children, they have household, they have the job, they have this and that, and a lot of things are going right in their life. Still, they go on worrying about what could have happened that did not happen in their life, and what should happen, and if this person does this or that person does that, and this situation, that circumstance, and he said this and who said what. So they have reached a life, they have reached a time in their life where they have achieved a lot on the in the material world. They have achieved a lot. So now to them the advice is just be present. You've achieved a lot. Okay? So now be present, enjoy that. Be in the moment, regardless of what you are doing. If you are eating the food, remember how hard you went after your career, and you studied, and you just burned the midnight oil to get to the place where you are so you can eat the food that you want. And now you have 10 varieties of food in front of you, but your mind is still thinking about something in the future or something in the past. So to those people, the advice is, when you are eating your food, just relish the food. Be present in doing what you are doing in any moment. Don't do that which you are not doing in that moment. Riding a bike or exercising, but thinking about dinner. When people are having dinner, they are thinking about some movie or some plans for tomorrow or day after or the weekend or this or that. Never ever they are just doing what they are doing in any given moment. They are always doing that in the given moment, which actually they are not doing. You understand here? So to such people whose mind is either always in the future or always in the past, or they are being, and if you stay in future, if you stay in past, then you will be full of anxiety, restlessness, and some worrying or something like that. You may be feeling a very strong attachment, you may be feeling a very strong aversion, or you may be experiencing the fear or the resistance to change, or some identity within you might be playing. If you stay from the time scale point of view, if you stay either in the past or in the future, then these things are happening to you. So to such people it is being said that calm down, stop. Just be in the present moment. Now, to what kind of people this is not applied to? People, those who are having a one-pointed focus on something. To such people, this does not apply. Why? Because one pointed focus means dharana. Dharana is not done in life. One pointed focus is not required in life only for spiritual objectives, spiritual practices. One pointed focus in life is also needed to pass an exam, to crack an interview, to get an interview, to design your own resume, to study really, really hard, to do your bachelor's, to do your master's, PhD, and postdoc, whatever. To finish the project, to if you are having inside in the work, you are working and in the work you have a project or you have a timeline and a deadline. One pointed focus is required on all of those things. And it's not a small time duration of focus that will get you there. To do the bachelor's, to do the master's, to do the PhD or something, or even if you're writing a book or creating a film or working on a movie or some play or something, some creative effort, whatever that is, your one pointed focus is required for weeks, months, years at a time. So you may be eating food, but your dharana, your one pointed focus is on your studies, on your subjects, on your exams, okay, on the question paper, on the teacher, or something related to that. You may be showering, but your focus is again somewhere else. You may be doing something, but again your focus is on what you are trying to achieve, to your end goal. Now you may say that, how can somebody walk a spiritual journey by having that kind of a one pointed focus on material world? No, there is a difference. At times we know that these are not the life goals, ultimate goals of life, getting a job or having a career, but they are equally important in walking the spiritual journey later. When your parents say, okay, I am about to kick you out of my house and you are not living on my earning anymore, you go earn your own money. So you better study or you do whatever, but you earn your own money, you have your own family, you run your own family financially, you earn your own survival. So you see, everything that we do, if you are not having any attachment or aversion to it, and you are always clear that I am doing this to survive myself first, that is my first responsibility. And yes, I know this is not the ultimate goal of my life, okay? But this could be a short-term goal of my life. This is a mundane thing that I am doing, yet I have to have a one-pointed focus on that. Otherwise, I won't complete it. Otherwise, I won't finish it. Today you want to be a doctor. Tomorrow you may start thinking, how about I become an engineer? Then when you go for engineering, again you are not one-pointed focus, and you start thinking, how about I become, something else, lawyer. So it's not going to work. So a lot of time in life, one pointed focus is needed on one thing. It happened exactly in the same way for me too. I was doing my bachelor's, my master's, and this degree, that degree, this certification, that certification, was 100% focused on that thing. More than being in the present, it is important that you are able to maintain that one pointed focus on something and carry it forward. And when you do not have anything like that, when you're one pointed focus, can you say that even being in the present, you do not need a one pointed focus on your spiritual journey? No. So dharana or one pointed focus is way much more important than being in the present at times. If I know I have to do my spiritual practice, and for before that I need to cook, I need to clean, I need to drop my son here, I need to take care of this thing, that thing, because I need to sit and do it, then no matter what I am doing, my mind is one pointed focus is actually on my spiritual journey. And then I may be doing something else. Doesn't matter. I'm able to maintain the one pointed focus. So being in the present means people, those who do not, if they had any kind of one pointed focus, why would they be sometimes going on the backtrack in the past and sometimes going in the future? So their mind is like, pendulum, moving here to there on the time scale. Those who have a one pointed focus, their mind is not like a pendulum. They have a one pointed focus already. It's very mind is already fixated on something that they are trying to achieve. May it be a worldly goal, may it be a spiritual goal, may it be a worldly goal which looks like worldly from the surface, but actually it's a spiritual. It's going to help them walk their spiritual journey in the future. It's going to help them purify their karma in the future, do some good karma in the future. What's wrong with having money? You can do a lot of help and lot of charity and lot of good karma, right? So to such people we are saying at least stay in the present first, okay? Before, try to fix yourself onto being present. Have dharana on the present moment. That means they are being told not to be a pendulum on the time scale. Don't think about past, don't think about future, stay in the present. Now, to an extent, sometimes this applies to all those people as well who have a very one pointed focus on some long term goal. Even to those people, stay in present is applicable when, suppose you are nurturing a child, right? He comes and says something to you. You cannot stay focused on your, if you're so focused on your one pointed focused on your spiritual goal or thinking about something else, or just introspecting and doing this, doing that, at that time if your child comes and he's demanding your attention, full attention, he wants you to listen to him or to help him with something, homework, this or that, you have to be present. Only when you are present for somebody, without having a mind in future, without having a mind in the past, without having a monkeying mind, just without thinking, just being yourself, just being in that awareness that you originally are, just being in that very present moment, is when your presence is felt by the other person. Sometimes some people's presence is felt without them saying anything, without them doing anything, yet a very powerful presence is felt. How? Because they are being fully present into what they are, where they are, or who they are. They are being in that present moment. So when you are taking care of a child or when you are with your partner, suppose, imagine how weird it is, and yet it happens a lot and with lot of people. When you're trying to make love to your partner, at that time your mind is thinking about this, your spiritual goal, your material goal, your exam, your this, your that. How is that experience going to be if your mind is elsewhere? Is it going to be a true, genuine experience for yourself and for your partner? It cannot be. You have to be present in the moment when you are loving somebody physically, be experiencing physical intimacy, when you are trying to give somebody an emotional intimacy, when you are trying to give somebody an intellectual intimacy, professional intimacy, any kind of connection or bond, when that is being experienced or perceived or being created, you have to be in the moment. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Even all the self help that you guys do, Even that self help is not going to work if your mind is way too much distracted. And it could be a good distraction. I'm not saying all the distractions are bad. You may be focusing and thinking about your one pointed thing, but it's not going to work. So you see, being present, being in the moment is most of the time applicable to those people, those who do not have a one pointed mind or have an over functional mind. And at times it is applicable to those people as well, those who have a one pointed mind. No problem with that thing. And they do have their very good spiritual goal, material goal, this goal, that goal, does not matter. But when it comes to creating or nurturing a life, when it comes to nurturing a bond in life with another human being, which involves another human being, you better be present. And at times, you just love your mom's cooking and she's cooking something very tasty. Arey, who the hell wants to think about something else at that time? Just relish the food. There's nothing wrong about it. Just be so present in eating the food that just by eating you can taste all 35 to 40 spices that have been used in that cooking. So it's not that suddenly you become incapable of having a short term one pointedness just because you have some kind of a long term one pointedness. You can still focus on food. You can still focus on showering, cleaning your body. You can still be completely immersed into washing the dishes or cleaning your house. You may be completely immersed into it. Just enjoy it. You may be mowing your lawn outside. Just enjoy it. It's a very relaxing thing also. Being in the present moment, being in that awareness. It's very relaxing. At times, even when you have some one pointed spiritual goals here and there, and you know it's going to take whatever time, you don't know the timeline, you don't even know when is something going to be fruitful or not, then also it's very relaxing to you, it's very healing to your physical body, and it rejuvenates you. It actually regenerates so many cells, and it fixes all the broken cells. The oxygen in your blood is suddenly more, so you are much in a much better condition. You are rejuvenated and you are much more healthy to go on walking your towards your one pointed goal that you have for your studies, your exams, your job, or some spiritual goal, whatever. So it's okay, it's good to break that one pointed concentration from something, and sometimes just be in that awareness. Now what time you should be and what time you should not be there, there's no prescription like that. If you have an exam tomorrow morning, you better, while eating also, you can think about it and it's okay, it's all right. You have an interview tomorrow, so today, if you are not having being in the present and you are constantly thinking about what questions he may ask, if the interviewer is going to ask this, I'm going to answer that. If he asks this, I'm going to answer that. So in your mind, or you are giving a mock interview in your head, even while eating, even while doing other chores and this and that, it's fine. But if you have something, some goal, something that is way further ahead in the future, then at times being present and being in the not thinking about anything, just enjoying what you are doing, just being in that activity, and it could be no activity as well, and that's when we call it meditation. Or we can call it kriya. Just focus on your breath. If you're just sitting idle, it will enhance the IQ as well. It will enhance your powers as well. So sometimes breaking that, whenever you can afford to do that, it's okay. Being in the present moment is good for you. It's healthy for you. And sooner or later, It's a it's an ability actually to put a very short term dharana on something. What does that mean when we are being in eating the food? Just eat the food with complete focus, not thinking about this, that, or what I ate yesterday, or how it was cooked last time or not cooked last time, or this was bad last time, this is good this time. No analysis, no judgment, nothing. Just eating the food nicely. Now that has made me hungry. Okay. So this is what it is about being in the present moment, being in the now. Okay. Thank you. Namaste. Jai Shiva.